Welcome to this video. In this video, I will just give some information uh, from a research paper in multi-target tracking. Yeah, some information and kind of question answer format. Okay, that will be it. So what is the research paper? I can show it there. Okay, looks like this is the one. Okay, maneuvering target tracking using fuzzy logic based recursive least squares filters. So it's about target tracking of maneuvering targets, and it is actually using recursive least square filters and applying fuzzy logic on it. Actually, it is using fuzzy logic to create some rules, and from that rules, using those rules, fuzzy logic based rules, it is trying to track maneuvering targets. Okay, I think the rules primarily are geared towards finding out the details about the motion models and actually finding out the correct values of the motion models, velocity, directions, and all those things, and use that for the target tracking. So fuzzy logic, it's kind of probabilistic, probability-based fuzzy logic, and if then else based on those probabilities. And yeah, probability data association is also uses probability for target tracking. Okay, I did not read anything specific on it. I will believe that, yeah, fuzzy logic based, this one will be using probabilistics and also creating some rules on motion models and finding out the exact things. But the probabilistic data association, it will not be using this kind of, will not use those probability to create those rules. Okay, there are kind of some variations of the probabilistic data association kind of things. I think I need to see what can be there if they are using any rules based, but the generic concept of PDA, those will not be using those fuzzy logic based rules. Okay, did I miss anything? Okay, one thing is, I think as these are using fuzzy logic based rules, can machine learning be brought into here? Okay, I did not see much on it. I think not see, I did not try to find out what is out there, but apparently, let's say if we think about the decision trees, they are used for the rules kind of things. So you might be able to relate something there. Anyway, that needs to be digged into deeper, whether it can be drawn there or not, or yeah, if decision tree can be brought into the picture, then the random forest can definitely come into the pictures, just using the variations of those probabilistic rules or how those rules are being formed, and dropping information going, some variations, and trying to using some sort of voting. But another thing is that might create further more and more computation that needs to be kept into mind. And these fuzzy logic based recursive filters and those things, they're trying to reduce the computation. So random forest, yeah, if you use many variations for many decision trees into the random forest, that can create more computations. So you need to find a balance based on the application or maneuverability of the targets and what you are trying to achieve. So yes, eventually, anyway, I did not want to say this much in the beginning. Okay, it probably was good to say. Anyway, I can dive into the question answer format and see. Yeah, I'll give some information, and also they try to use some sort of uh, try to see why they are going to for this fuzzy logic based, and try to bring the other algorithms. Yeah, just one or two sentences I might say from the related research section. Anyway, let's dive into it. So, okay, the research paper is about maneuvering target tracking. So what is maneuvering? Okay, it's kind of tricky targets. They might move randomly, change directions, their speed will change, the acceleration rates that will change. So those kind of maneuvering uh, targets. So we are trying to track them using fuzzy logic based recursive least square filters. Okay, I think in this maneuvering uh, target tracking, other algorithms like the interactive multiple model. Interactive multiple model that also works on the motion models. Yeah, I think IMM when applies with other algorithms like PDA, JPDA, or even IMM. Not sorry, not IMM. I think MHT multiple hypothesis tracker kind of things. Yeah, IMM even with the nearest neighbor, global nearest neighbor, if IMM is used, the performance gets improved. Anyway, yeah, IMM, its motion model, this paper is also about motion model. However, this paper might say that IMM requires more computation. Fuzzy logic will be using less computation. And this paper will argue that fuzzy logic is good for real time, where because less computation, where the other algorithms or computation effort is much, they might not be great for real time. Anyway, what is the contribution of this paper? So they used fuzzy logic based recursive least square filter for multi-target target. What is the filter is RLSF? Fuzzy logic based recursive least square filter. Okay, what is the target environment? So for which environment they have applied it or they are recommending it? Maneuvering targets and unknown characteristics. Unknown characteristics, the target characteristics, their velocity ranges, acceleration ranges, or probably road, the road target environment that can be uh, too much winding down or those things, changing directions, those kind of things. So yeah, in unknown characteristics. Let's see, the other motion model algorithms or IMM, uh, to the best of my knowledge, I have to verify it. I did not read anything specific yet. Uh, yeah, they are good for known characteristics, where this one is focusing on unknown characteristics. What if you don't know the characteristics of the environment, velocity range, or all those things? Okay, this paper, okay, I have to look into it. So far, yeah, I did not read the entire paper. So I did not see any mention about the false alarm density or probability of detections, those kind of things, whether those falls into the known or unknown characteristics, they consider it. No, I did not look into it. Yeah. So yeah, might worth it depending what you are trying to do it. What this paper has done. So standard recursive, okay. What they used, they applied fuzzy logic on the standard recursive least square filter. Okay. Anyway, as I'm going just question answer format, probably not explaining too much or the relation with whatever I have said so much. So what is the fundamental approach that this paper has used? So it has utilized the fading factor of RLSF for finding the correct characteristics of the motion model. And then it found the relationship of the fading factor with observation residuals and heading changes. And then it used those relationships into a set of fuzzy rules. I think the relationships between the fading factor and with observation okay, so map those relationships into a set of fuzzy rules. So these fuzzy rules eventually help to detect the maneuvers timely. Yeah, and estimate their magnitude accurately. Yeah, those helps in target tracking. So that is the core idea. Fuzzy rules to find out the maneuvers timely and estimate their magnitude accurately. And it maps the feeding factors uh, with observation residuals and heading changes and map those into fuzzy rules. So what is this algorithm is compared against? I think RLSF, HKF. Yeah, HKF, it's a hybrid Kalman filter to the best of my knowledge. So did RLSF, RLSF is fuzzy, did it perform better than the others? Yes. So yeah, some general information on maneuvering target tracking. So what are other maneuvering target tracking approaches? So yeah, some of the models that are used for maneuvering target tracking: target dynamic models, observation models and techniques, decision-based methods, multiple model methods, and non-linear filtering methods. So what are the approaches used for maneuvering target tracking? So I think, as I told, target dynamic models, observation models, techniques, decision-based models, multiple model methods, and nonlinear filtering methods. What are the popular filters? In general, the adaptive filters are more popular. So adaptive filters are classified into two classes: structured adaptive filters like IMM and variable structured filters such as the Singer model. So it is just parametric adaptive filters. Variable structured filters, variable structured model, the filters. Those are parametric adaptive filters such as the Singer model, and structured one is the IMM. So these are the classifications for adaptive filters for multi-target tracking. And adaptive filters are non-linear type filter. Those are not linear, those are non-linear. So what are the limitations of these adaptive filters? Too much computation and requires sufficient prior knowledge. Prior knowledge about the parameters and environment, and to some extent motion models, yeah. So what is parametric adaptive filters? What are parametric adaptive filters? It is not what are just some features. I think, yeah, parametric adaptive filters, less computation. I think, let's see, for among the popular filters, so parametric adaptive filters has comparatively less computation. Okay, I think when I told what are the limitations, so you have to check the paper if they refer to these adaptive filters or if they refer to the other models and filters. So there is something that needs to be found out specifically. However, looks like adaptive parametric filters, they will have comparatively less computation than the other ones, and still they might require more fuzzy logic based, more computation than the fuzzy logic based adaptive filters. On another note, it is highly likely, to the best of my knowledge at this moment, I have to verify it, that fuzzy logic is also kind of parametric, and adaptive filters or works on those principles. So anyway, so I'm just skipping some gray areas. So that needs to be find out on my own, or if you are trying to do anything about it with it. So you need to find out those as well. Parametric adaptive filters, less computation. Describe, okay, parametric adaptive filters, comparatively less computation. Describe maneuvering characteristics. I think this parametric adaptive filter, how do they describe the maneuvering characteristics? Unknown random parameters, with certain probability distribution function and estimate maneuver models jointly by both the parameters and the target states. Okay. So what they are doing, I think they are describing the unknown random parameters. So there are some unknown random parameters. Those are being described by the parametric adaptive filters at certain probability distribution function. That makes sense. And also estimating maneuvering models jointly by both the parameters and target states. And also target state and parameters, so both are used to describe those random parameters. And by describing those random parameters, they are describing, explaining those maneuvering characteristics. So there are multiple layers there. What is the popular filter in target tracking? Popular filter in target tracking, there's a particle filter. So that have applications in location estimation. Why parametric adaptive filters? Why parametric adaptive filters? Okay. I think it's a comparison with the particle filter. So yeah, I think parametric adaptive filters, and whether particle filter is a parametric or not, that can be one thing to find out. And why parametric adaptive filters? Okay, from the look of it, from the description, it looks like they are not considering particle filters as the parametric adaptive filters, because they are comparing parametric adaptive filters with particle filters, and they're trying to say that particle filters are not suitable in certain cases, especially real time, I believe. Yeah, so let's see. Why parametric adaptive filters? They are tracking performances, I think referring to the particle filter tracking performances are combined in proportion to the number of the corresponding particles in target tracking. It's kind of exact sentence from the paper. So they are tracking performance, I mean the particle filters tracking performance are combined in proportion to the number of the corresponding particles in target tracking. I think particle filters, they try to consider some sort of particle density, and then based on this they try to see whether in which areas the targets are more probable or not. So yeah, I think the number of corresponding particles in the environment, that will be affecting the performance of the particle filter approaches. And it is also telling the computation can get complicated. So in consideration to those, these are not very suitable for real-time tracking. I think at this moment, it's compared with the particle filters. So they are telling the particle filter is not very good for real-time tracking. However, as told before, particle filters are broadly adopted in various applications, such as the location estimation. So this is the exact sentence. Recently, particle filters are broadly adopted in various applications, such as location estimation. It's just exact sentence from the research paper. Okay, I think 5 parametric adaptive filters. So one thing, as you told, I think particle filters, they're thinking they are not good for real-time applications, real-time tracking, because it depends on the density, how you use them, how you calculate them. And the computation is complicated and require lots of computational efforts. And on another case, they are trying to say that I think in real sensor networks, the covariances are not calculated, or covariances are not generally transmitted. So covariances yeah, are not, I think, covariances. I think, let's see, the exact sentence are in real sensor networks, observations or state estimates. Observations and state estimates, those are not generally transmitted with their covariances. I think you don't have covariances for those observations or state estimates. So those are usually processed in the fusion centers because to reduce the transmission burdens and to save the communication bandwidth. So at that train, the filters that we'll use that needs to be good both computationally and in time complexity. And less computation and has to be better time complexity. And according to the opinion of this paper, particular filters don't meet this criteria. That's why this research paper is more focused on the parametric adaptive filters. So apparently looks like fuzzy logic based this is highly likely that they mentioned it to be a adaptive filters. I think with those fuzzy logic based approaches, uh, highly likely they have found less computations than the other type of other parametric adaptive filters, and that's why they are getting better performance. Anyway, so that's all I have to say. Just happen to read it in relation to find in relation to finding out how those qualities of track managements are yeah, approaches in track management and track quality management. So yeah, in addition to those, I think I happen to read those. So anyway, bye for now. Bye bye.